Caitlin Clark opens up on how she handled NIL at Iowa. When name, image, and likeness (NIL) reform was officially introduced in 2021, it paved the way for college athletes to monetize their efforts much more easily. It also created a ton of headaches. Former Iowa star Caitlin Clark can speak to both. She was among the first athletes to really hit it big in the NIL space, courtesy of her insane talent on the basketball court. But not everything was easy to navigate, especially early on. It became a thing after my freshman year, Caitlin Clark said on the New Heights podcast. And it was kind of weird, because everybody was like, okay, what is it? The NCAA? They don't have rules on much anymore. So there weren't many rules, it was most like what can we do? What can we not do? And we're also the first, so you're trying to figure it out as you go. How did Caitlin Clark navigate the space? Well, she leaned on the people she trusted the most. My family helped me a lot, Clark said. But as you get going, you just figure things out and it's fun. It obviously should have been a thing for a really long time. The NIL part of it, the true endorsements, you're doing a commercial for the local coffee shop or whatever it is. It's something so easy and so simple. Like a normal student could do that, why couldn't an athlete? It's just such a thing that should have been a thing for a long time. Again, though, the NIL space was fraught with issues in the early going. For one, the organization of parties to NIL deals was all over the place. There wasn't a centralized system at all, making it hard to get a real handle on things. It was like challenging to navigate, and it still is, Caitlin Clark said. Seeing these college students that they don't have the right resources around them, it stinks. It's hard. I think that's kind of like something that needs to kind of become, I don't know, more prevalent. I know universities are trying to start having in-house NIL people or whatever it is, or in-house lawyers or whatever it is to try to manage that. So they're doing the best they can too, but obviously there's not many guidelines or rules, so it makes it hard as well. Overall though, Caitlin Clark believes NIL has been an overwhelming positive. It obviously changed a lot and it's made it fun, and I also think it's helped women's sports grow too, Clark said. So it's been great for everybody, honestly. The post Caitlin Clark opens up on how she handled NIL at Iowa appeared first on 3. Former Atlanta Dream coach joins the Chicago Sky as assistant coach. The Chicago Sky have announced the hiring of a former Atlanta Dream coach and familiar WNBA face as their new assistant coach. Caitlin Clark gushes over Fever legend Tamika Catchings' support during her rookie season. Ionescu and Martin react to Fever star Caitlin Clark's post with best moments of the year. After bringing former Las Vegas Aces assistant coach Tyler Marsh as a head coach, the Chicago Sky have announced the hiring of one of the WNBA familiar faces, Tanisha Wright. She will serve as the Sky new assistant coach. Wright, who played in the WNBA for 14 seasons, 10 of them with the Seattle Storm, was the head coach of the Atlanta Dream from 2021 to 2024. She was dismissed in early October and replaced by longtime FGTU head coach Carl Smesko. As a defender, she is considered one of the elite, named to the WNBA All-Defensive First Team 5 times and the All-Defensive Second Team twice. Now, she will help young stars Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, who are considered one of the most promising talents in the league. Tanisha has built an outstanding resume as a player and coach in the WNBA with more than a decade of experience, Marsh said, per the team's official press release on January 4th. With a long history of accomplishment and player development, she will help us to build a winning culture at the Sky. Wright joins the coaching team, which also consists of former WNBA player Courtney Paris, who could become a key figure in Reese's development next year. Paris most recently worked as an assistant coach for the Dallas Wings under Latricia Trammell. After being appointed as new head coach, Marsh revealed what are his expectations for both Reese and Cardoso and how he will help them improve. They're young stars who have so much ahead of them, and being able to help them try to reach their potential is something that certainly appealed to me, he told Fox News. Angel has already shown some areas where she's super efficient in, he said about the forward, but he's looking to expand on those and help her be multidimensional, so she can help the team scoring or defending. He added that he wanted the same with Cardoso. We want them to expand their games as much as possible and open up the floor and create space for everyone else as well. The Chicago Sky couldn't clinch a spot in the playoffs after finishing the season with 13-27 record.